So a bit about the demographic profile of our survey respondents. And before we delve into the actual research findings, I'd just like to explain about their profile as a whole. So as I mentioned earlier, about 1,600 respondents were involved in this study, and they are nationally representative, meaning to say they don't just come from a single region. And for this study, most of our respondents are between the age of 21 to 30 years old, roughly about 80%, and they are dispersed across the country with about 23% of them, almost a quarter of our respondents coming from the central region, and about 17% coming from the East Coast, basically Kelantan, Terengganu, and Pahang. Other regions are also well represented. Overall, respondents have high education attainment. So around 80% of them have either diploma or degree or other certifications. And in terms of their ethnic profile, about 57 of them are Malays and 21% are Chinese, somewhat reflective of our national background. And in terms of employment status, the majority are either working, with about 48% being employed, and 1/3 of our respondents being students at the time of study. On the topic of discrimination, so for this topic, we just asked the Chinese and Indian respondents about the treatment they have been receiving. So either they believe they have been treated fairly or they have been unfairly treated. So I think this is quite disheartening because when we look at data, close to 2/3 of our respondents, about 58%, believe that they are unfairly treated in Malaysia. And this is actually worse than what we found in January last year, where about 43% said so. So there has been like a 15% increase on this. While we do not have concrete reasons behind this, it could be due to accusations against rising minority rights in the country, business or employment dominance of certain races or ethnic backgrounds, and perhaps fear-mongering propagated by political actors, and discriminatory content posted on social media. Also, the growing demand for minorities to contribute to the national economy is a possible factor, as Chinese and Indian segments believe that they are not really receiving anything much or benefits from the ruling government. So related to fair treatment, race and religion, in general, youth are divided over Bumiputra privileges and equal treatment. Non-Malays are largely in favor of equal treatment, as expected, and the reverse is seen among the Malays, with about 73% of the Malay respondents indicating that they prefer to continue having privileges. So this can be seen from our focus group discussions and workshops as well. So even though they are more open to other races or ethnic backgrounds having more rights, the Malay dominance must remain. And in terms of the areas in which Malay rights or privileges should continue, they stated a few examples. For example, national or political leadership, educational quota, maybe at the university level, civil service positions, and land rights. So these are 4 examples provided. And it is more prevalent in the conservative regions such as the East Coast and the northern states of Kedah and Penang. As we can see in the chart over here, 75% of those from the East Coast indicated they prefer to have continuing Bumiputra privileges. But in urban areas, I think the sentiment can be less restrictive because youth are more socialized. They have a better understanding of people from other races, from interactions, and also perhaps due to the schooling system. And they understand the value orientation of other ethnicity in a better way because they value hard work and dedication that is shown by other ethnic groups.